Peterson's office. She thought I was still sitting in a waiting room discussing my blood pressure medication. Instead, I was listening to her plan my death with the clinical precision of someone discussing a business transaction. Mom's always been clumsy, she continued. Everyone knows that she fell down those stairs last year, remember? And she's been so scattered since Dad died. It'll be completely believable. My late husband, Robert, would have been horrified. He'd adored Catherine, defended her through every rebellious phase, every poor decision. But Robert had been gone for 2 years, and apparently that was long enough for our daughter to transform into someone I didn't recognize. The phone call ended, and I heard her footsteps approaching. I quickly slipped out the front door, closing it as quietly as possible, then made a show of returning with my keys jingling. "Mom, is that you?" Catherine called from the kitchen. "Just getting back from the doctor," I called out cheerfully. Traffic was terrible. She appeared in the doorway, smiling, that same loving smile she'd worn since childhood. Looking at her now, I marveled at how perfectly she concealed her true intentions. If I hadn't heard that phone call, I would have continued believing in her devotion right up until I froze to death on an Alaskan mountainside. "How did the appointment go?" she asked with what sounded like genuine concern. "Oh, you know, Drive Peterson. He worries about everything, but I'm healthy as a horse." Her smile flickered for just a moment. "That's wonderful, Mom. I'm so glad you're taking care of yourself," as she busied herself making tea. I studied her profile. When had my sweet Catherine become capable of murder? When had her financial problems become more important than her mother's life? The answer came to me as I watched her careful movements. This wasn't sudden desperation. This was calculated planning. She'd been thinking about this for a while, waiting for the right opportunity. "The Alaska trip is in 5 days, she said, handing me a steaming mug. "Are you excited?" I smiled back, matching her false warmth with my own. "I can hardly wait." But what Catherine didn't know was that her father had taught me more than she realized during our 40-year marriage. Robert Morrison wasn't just any lawyer. He was a criminal defense attorney who'd shared stories about every type of case imaginable. I knew exactly how murder investigations worked, how evidence was gathered, and most importantly, how guilty people behaved. Catherine was about to discover that underestimating a retired literature teacher was a fatal mistake. And I do mean fatal. The next morning, I woke up with a clarity I hadn't felt since Robert's funeral. My daughter wanted me dead, and I was going to give her exactly what she wanted, with a twist she'd never see coming. I spent 3 hours at the Boston Public Library